All right, so I got a canoe for 30 bucks. Basically, I got 4 paddles for 30 bucks and they threw in a canoe for free. So it's a Coleman. It's not a CANOE because it doesn't have a place to put a motor. Plastic hull. It's a little dirty, but I don't care about that. The seats are chewed up by something. Some sort of rodent or something decided it was tasty. And I'm putting rod holders in. Those 2 are done. And I'm gonna do the other one. The other 2 on the other end. And they are not difficult to do. I think everybody has seen these rod holders that cares about watching a video like this. My biggest problem with these rod holders is the hardware that comes with them. Comes with little tiny Allens, little hex heads, and they're okay. I mean, it's just they're short. And I don't have anything great to drive these with, and I'm going into plastic that's not threaded, but not that bad, just kind of a hassle. I'm a Phillips head guy. Just give me a Phillips. I got Phillips head all over the place. So we're gonna mark this up and see if we can drill some holes. So the way I did these was, I went 6.5 from here, 5.5, 6.5 from here, made a little mark. That pencil is garbage. Then these were 4.5 in. So that should be the center of that hole. Let's do the 4.5 first. Six and a half. I just want them balanced. Call me OCD. These are rod holders that are made for kayaks, but this is the same premise because of this plastic area. This thing is filled with foam. So I have a 1-inch paddle bit that I'm using to take out the foam after the holes get drilled. All I'm really gonna do is mark the center here. If you don't have one of these, this is gonna be a really tough job. Kind of the angle I'm after. And that's the fun of hole saws. Gotta clean them out. Also, I'd recommend having a little shop vac around for this gig. Don't really need the hole saw anymore. This is my old worn out paint mixing 1-inch paddle bit. I want to say these are 1 5/8 holes. There was no directions that came with this. Not that I really ever read these. 1 3/4. Not that I ever really read directions, but Doesn't look like it's enough, but we'll see what happens. Nah, I can kind of force it in, but I don't want to do that. And it kind of goes like that. I don't even think you'd really need to use the hardware, to be honest with you. I don't really care about water getting in this part because it's part of the canoe anyway. Part of the inside of the canoe. It's not a sit on top kayak, so even though I wanted it to be. But hey, $30 canoe. Couldn't find one in 2020, but I found one in 2021. Just landed in my lap. Yes, there's some kids in the house.
You covered him in chocolate and cream with shoes from my house?
All right, so now these are in place. Take away some of the schmeh. That one's all right. Try to just twist them around a little bit. I drilled out more foam than probably, I needed to because I want these to sit flush. And then you need to let the bottom of the well of these things move around if you want to get this flush. And because the screws are ridiculously short, again, it's made for a kayak, then you have to wiggle them around until they get set. Just mark these with a sharp pill. And then we're gonna pop some holes. Lots to vacuum. Sorry, I need to clean a boat anyway. Get out of there. And again, I'm not gonna seal these up with silicone or anything. I really don't care. I really don't care if it gets wet. It's wet all the time anyway. This boat is weird. It has these big blocks of foam. I guess to make it more buoyant. And they're somewhat in the way for this, but they also are adding a little bit of stability in my imagination anyway. Like I said, I don't have a great way to drive hex screws. But that's what these comes with. This, I got these on Amazon. You know how to find stuff on Amazon. Flush mount rod holders. It was a 4-pack. They were $17.99. I needed 4, so that was just about perfect. Now I just gotta catch fish, which is the real challenge for me anyway. I can add all kinds of stuff to the boat. Not catching fish, what's the point? It's fun, that's the point. It's fun. It's a little heavier duty work than this little electronic screwdriver is good for. Like I said, this is the biggest problem with this job, is these. That's what we're gonna do. Stop jacking around. I think you really have to be careful not to strip these if you're using a battery powered drill, because it's just plastic. Hey, that's a little easier. They gave me 2 extra screws. That's about the size of it. And if I really want to silicone it, if it creates a problem, I can just take these out, put a bead of silicone there, and that'll be that. The other thing that I got is these rod holders right here. I want to say they're about $8. Just clamp onto the side. I got 2 of those. And that's about it for these. These are pretty easy to put in. I don't know how long that took, but it's not difficult. I guess if you really wanted to, you could make this dry storage. You could get one of those 7-inch dry storage things, hollow out a bunch of that foam, or just remove it. The way this boat is though, you gotta take out all this hardware, the handles, all that, take off the nose, and then you can basically take off the gunnels, then you remove that piece of foam, and then I guess you could add storage or whatever. I just got rod holders. I'm gonna have some sort of dry storage in the boat anyway, I think, or you know, something basic. I'm not spending $1,000 on this thing. So far with the 2 gunnel rod holders and these, everything that I got was like 32 bucks. So $62 for a fishing canoe. And I'm gonna do the seats. I'll put a video about the seats later. I got plans for the seats, because these seats are, they're okay. I might take out the middle seat, I don't know yet. But if you have any info about this canoe, I know it's a Coleman, and there's the model and serial, but that's all that was on the boat. That's it. So I don't know the capacity. I don't know. Wasn't able to find any information about it online, really. But those are rod holders. And that's Noah. And we're going to be fishing in this thing soon. So I hope you guys like the video. I hope it helps. Yes, with him. I hope the video helps. Again, I didn't find a lot of info on this canoe online, not even on YouTube. So I'll post some more stuff. Thanks. Bye.